Your worth is not something you need to search for in the world. It is an intrinsic part of who you are. Too often people look outward for validation, believing that accomplishments, relationships, or material possessions will finally confirm their value. But the truth is, your worth isn't defined by external measures. It resides within you, shaped by your unique essence, experiences, and spirit. Imagine a child drawing a picture. To the child, that picture is a masterpiece, created with care, love, and imagination. The child doesn't wonder if it's as good as someone else's drawing or if it will win an award. They value it simply because it is theirs. Somewhere along the way, as we grow older, many of us lose that innate sense of self-worth. We begin to compare, to judge, to measure ourselves against impossible standards. Yet the truth remains, our value isn't diminished by these external pressures. It is constant, waiting to be recognized and embraced. Your worth is evident in the way you navigate life's challenges. Each time you faced hardship and risen again, you've proven your strength and resilience. Think of the moments when you doubted yourself but persevered anyway. Those instances are a testament to the fact that your worth is not determined by how perfectly you handle life, but by your courage to keep going. Even in your quietest moments when the world feels heavy and you wonder if you're enough, your worth remains untouched, a light within that never dims. Society often tries to convince us that our value is tied to productivity, beauty, or success. Advertisements tell us we need to look a certain way, achieve specific milestones, or own particular things to be worthy. But these are fleeting markers, easily lost or changed. What truly matters is the essence of who you are, the kindness you show to others, the love you give, the dreams you chase, and the lessons you learn along the way. These qualities, rooted deeply in your being, are what make you inherently valuable. Recognizing your worth requires a shift in perspective. It means stepping back from the noise of the world and reflecting on what truly matters. It's about understanding that your worth doesn't fluctuate based on someone else's opinion of you or the goals you've yet to achieve. You are worthy simply because you exist. The breath you take, the energy you bring to the world, the connections you make, all of these are proof of your value. But acknowledging your worth isn't always easy. It requires unlearning years of societal conditioning and self-doubt. It takes practice to quiet the inner critic that tells you you're not enough. Start by affirming yourself in small ways. Celebrate your achievements, no matter how minor they may seem. Embrace your flaws as part of your unique story. Treat yourself with the same kindness and compassion you would offer a dear friend. Over time, these actions can help you internalize the truth of your worth. When you understand that your value is intrinsic, you begin to live differently. You stop seeking approval from others because you no longer need it to feel whole. You set boundaries because you know your time and energy are precious. You pursue your passions with confidence, knowing that success doesn't define you, the effort and joy you put into your endeavors do. You start to show up for yourself in ways that reflect the love and respect you deserve. Your worth is the foundation of your being, unchanging and ever present. It's not something you earn or lose, but something you carry with you always. Embrace it, nurture it, and let it guide you. Because when you recognize your worth, you unlock the power to live authentically, confidently, and fully as the person you were always meant to be. In a world that often glorifies perfection, it can feel like a constant struggle to meet impossible standards. From curated social media feeds to societal expectations, the pressure to present a flawless image is overwhelming. Yet the pursuit of perfection often comes at a cost, the loss of authenticity. True fulfillment and connection come not from striving to be perfect, but from embracing who you truly are, imperfections and all. Authenticity is about living in alignment with your true self. It means being honest about your thoughts, feelings, and values and allowing them to guide your actions. Perfection, on the other hand, demands a facade, a polished version of yourself that hides the messy, complicated, and deeply human aspects of life. While perfection may seem appealing, it's often exhausting and isolating. Authenticity, by contrast, brings freedom, peace, and deeper connections with others. One of the greatest challenges in choosing authenticity over perfection is overcoming the fear of judgment. Many people believe that revealing their flaws or vulnerabilities will make them less likable or respected. But the truth is, authenticity fosters connection. When you allow others to see your real self, you give them permission to do the same. Vulnerability becomes a bridge, creating deeper, more meaningful relationships. People are drawn to those who are genuine because it reminds them that they too can let go of their masks. Consider how liberating it feels to be around someone who is unapologetically themselves. Their honesty is refreshing, and their confidence in their imperfections is inspiring. That same energy can be yours when you choose authenticity. You no longer have to exhaust yourself trying to fit into molds that weren't designed for you. Instead, you can focus on living in a way that feels true to your values and desires. Embracing authenticity also means letting go of the fear of failure. Perfectionism often creates a paralyzing fear of making mistakes, leading to procrastination or avoidance. However, mistakes are an inevitable part of growth. When you allow yourself to be authentic, you accept that failure is not a reflection of your worth, but a natural step on the path to learning and improvement. Each misstep becomes an opportunity to refine your skills, deepen your understanding, and build resilience. Authenticity invites you to celebrate your unique qualities rather than trying to conform to an idealized standard. Perfection implies that there is a single right way to be, but life is far richer and more diverse than that. Your quirks, strengths, and even your struggles contribute to the tapestry of who you are. They make you relatable, interesting, and irreplaceable. By embracing these aspects of yourself, you give others the gift of your unique perspective and presence. It's important to remember that authenticity doesn't mean revealing every detail of your life to everyone or ignoring areas for self-improvement. Rather, it means being honest with yourself and intentional about how you show up in the world. It's about finding a balance between self-acceptance and personal growth. When you choose authenticity, you acknowledge your worth as you are while striving to become the best version of yourself, not for others, but for your own fulfillment. Living authentically also requires compassion, both for yourself and others. Perfectionism often breeds harsh self-criticism and unrealistic expectations. Authenticity, on the other hand, encourages self-kindness. When you approach yourself with compassion, you recognize that you are human, capable of both greatness and imperfection. This mindset not only allows you to grow, but also enables you to extend grace to others, fostering empathy and understanding. Ultimately, choosing authenticity over perfection is an act of courage. It means standing firm in your identity, even when it feels easier to hide behind a facade. It's about embracing the beauty of imperfection and recognizing that your true self is enough. When you let go of the need to be perfect, you make room for joy, connection, and the freedom to live fully. And in that freedom, you discover a life far richer and more fulfilling than any illusion of perfection could ever offer. Every person's life is a tapestry of experiences woven together with threads of joy, pain, triumph, and struggle. Your story is unique to you, shaped by the moments that have defined your path and the choices you've made along the way. It is a powerful testament to your journey, and no matter how ordinary or extraordinary it may seem, your story matters. Often, people underestimate the significance of their own experiences. They may feel their lives are too simple or unremarkable to hold value. But the beauty of a story isn't in its grandness, it's in its authenticity. Every experience, no matter how small, contributes to who you are. The lessons you've learned, the obstacles you've overcome, and the growth you've achieved all hold meaning. Your story is not just a collection of events, it's the essence of your humanity. Your story has the power to inspire others in ways you may not realize. When you share your experiences, you create connections with people who may be walking a similar path. Your honesty and vulnerability can give someone the courage to face their own challenges or the reassurance that they are not alone. Even the struggles you face, those moments you may wish to forget, hold value. They are proof of your resilience, and sharing them can be a beacon of hope for others. Consider how impactful it is to hear someone's story that resonates with your own. It could be the words of a friend, a speaker, or even a stranger who has walked a similar journey. Their story can shift your perspective, validate your feelings, or inspire you to take action. Your story holds that same potential. You may never know the full extent of the lives you touch, but sharing your experiences creates a ripple effect that reaches far beyond what you can see. Recognizing that your story matters also means honoring the lessons it holds. Every chapter of your life has something to teach you. The victories remind you of your strength and capabilities, while the challenges reveal your courage and resilience. Even your mistakes are valuable. They offer opportunities for growth and self-discovery. By reflecting on your story with compassion, you can see how each moment has contributed to your evolution. Your story is also a testament to your authenticity. In a world where it's easy to compare yourself to others, your story reminds you that your journey is your own. You don't need to follow someone else's path or live up to their expectations. Your experiences, choices, and perspectives are what make you unique. By embracing your story, you affirm your individuality and recognize the value you bring to the world. It's important to share your story in whatever way feels right for you. This doesn't mean you have to broadcast every detail of your life to the world. Sharing your story can take many forms, from having a heartfelt conversation with a friend to expressing yourself through art, writing, or other creative outlets. The act of sharing isn't just for others. It's also a way to process your experiences, find healing, and affirm your worth. At times, it can be tempting to edit or hide parts of your story that feel painful or imperfect, but it's often those very moments that hold the most power. They show your humanity and highlight the depth of your character. By accepting every part of your story, the good, the bad, and the in-between, you reclaim your narrative and embrace your wholeness. Your story matters because it is a reflection of life's complexity, beauty, and resilience. It is a reminder that every person has a journey worth honoring, including you. By recognizing the value of your story, you not only empower yourself, but also contribute to a world where every voice is celebrated. So stand tall in your truth and remember your story, just as it is a gift to the world. In the busyness of life, it's easy to overlook the importance of taking care of yourself. Responsibilities pile up, demands grow, and the pressure to keep going can feel relentless. Yet self-care is not a luxury or indulgence, it is a necessity. It is the foundation that allows you to thrive, handle life's challenges, and show up fully for yourself and others. Self-care begins with recognizing your own worth. It's about understanding that you deserve to be cared for, just as much as anyone else in your life. Too often, people put their own needs last, believing that prioritizing themselves is selfish. But self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. When you neglect yourself, you deplete the energy, focus, and well-being required to support others or achieve your goals. Taking care of yourself isn't about choosing yourself over others, it's about ensuring you are strong enough to be present for everything and everyone that matters. One of the first steps in practicing self-care is listening to your body and mind. Your body often gives signals when it's in need. Fatigue, tension, or even illness can be signs that you're overextending yourself. Similarly, your mental and emotional state can reflect when you need a break. Feelings of overwhelm, irritability, or lack of motivation are often indicators that it's time to pause and recharge. Acknowledging these signs is not a weakness, it's a strength. It takes courage to admit you need rest and wisdom to act on it. Self-care looks different for everyone, and that's what makes it so personal and powerful. For some, it may mean setting aside time for a hobby or passion like painting, reading, or gardening. For others, it could involve physical activities like yoga, running, or simply taking a walk in nature. Sometimes self-care is as straightforward as ensuring you get enough sleep, eat nourishing meals, and stay hydrated. Other times, it's about addressing your mental health, such as journaling your thoughts, meditating, or seeking support from a therapist or trusted friend. Setting boundaries is another critical aspect of self-care. It's about knowing your limits and communicating them to others. Saying no when you're stretched too thin is an act of self-respect. Boundaries protect your energy and give you the space to prioritize what truly matters. They remind you that it's okay to step back from situations, obligations, or relationships that drain you. By setting and honoring boundaries, you create a healthier balance in your life. Self-care is also about self-compassion. Life can be unpredictable, and not everything will go as planned. In those moments, being kind to yourself is essential. It's easy to fall into the trap of self-criticism, but harsh words only add to the weight you're carrying. Instead, treat yourself with the same empathy and understanding you would offer a friend. Acknowledge your efforts, forgive your mistakes, and remind yourself that you're doing your best. Importantly, self-care is not a one-time event, it's a continuous practice. Just as you wouldn't wait until your car breaks down to refuel or maintain it, you shouldn't wait until you're completely exhausted to take care of yourself. Regular, intentional acts of self-care help prevent burnout and keep you in a state of balance. It's about building habits that sustain you even during stressful times. By prioritizing self-care, you send a powerful message to yourself and the world you matter. You show that your well-being is worth the time and effort. And when you care for yourself, you're better equipped to care for others. You become more patient, present, and resilient. Self-care isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. It's about creating a life where you can flourish, find joy, and truly be the best version of yourself. In the end, self-care is an act of love for yourself and for the life you're building. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. So take the time to nurture your body, mind, and soul. You deserve it, and the world needs the strength and light that come from a well-cared for you. Every person has a voice that carries the potential to shape their world and the lives of those around them. Your voice is not just the sound that leaves your lips, it is the expression of your thoughts, values, and truths. It holds the power to inspire, challenge, heal, and create change. Recognizing the significance of your voice and using it purposefully is one of the most empowering choices you can make. Your voice is unique. No one else sees the world exactly as you do. And no one else has experienced life in the same way. This individuality makes your perspective valuable. When you share your ideas, you contribute to the richness and diversity of human thought. Whether you're speaking up in a meeting, writing a story, or having a heartfelt conversation with a friend, your voice brings something irreplaceable to the table. The courage to express yourself authentically allows others to see the world through your eyes. Using your voice doesn't always mean shouting from the rooftops. Sometimes the most powerful voices are the quiet ones that speak with intention and clarity. A single word of kindness, a thoughtful suggestion, or an honest admission can leave a lasting impact. The power of your voice lies not in its volume, but in its authenticity and conviction. When you speak from the heart, people listen. Yet many people hesitate to use their voices because of fear of rejection, judgment, or being misunderstood. It's easy to doubt whether your words have value or whether you even have the right to speak. But staying silent only robs the world of the contribution you are uniquely equipped to make. You don't have to be an expert or have all the answers to speak up. Your voice matters simply because it's yours, and your experiences, questions, and insights are worth sharing. Using your voice also means standing up for what you believe in. Advocacy, whether for yourself or others, is one of the most impactful ways to make your voice heard. When you challenge injustice, express your boundaries, or support a cause, you affirm your values and show the world what matters to you. Even when it feels daunting, remember that change often starts with one person daring to speak up. Your voice can also be a source of healing. Sharing your story, especially the difficult parts, can help you process your emotions and connect with others who may be going through similar experiences. Vulnerability is a powerful tool for building empathy and understanding. When you use your voice to share your struggles and triumphs, you remind others that they are not alone. In this way, your voice becomes a bridge, fostering connection and community. Another profound way your voice holds power is through its ability to inspire. Think about the words that have moved you, perhaps a teacher's encouragement, a powerful speech, or a heartfelt conversation. Those words likely came from someone who dared to speak their truth. You have the same ability to inspire others. Your words can motivate someone to pursue their dreams, overcome their fears, or see themselves in a new light. It's also important to recognize that your voice carries responsibility. Words have the power to uplift or harm, to unite or divide. Using your voice wisely means being mindful of its impact. Speak with kindness, even when addressing difficult topics. Listen as much as you speak and allow your voice to be a tool for understanding rather than conflict. Your voice is a reflection of your inner strength and individuality. It's a testament to your courage, wisdom, and humanity. By using it, you claim your space in the world and affirm your right to be heard. The ripple effect of speaking your truth can reach farther than you may ever know, touching lives and shaping futures. So embrace the power of your voice and let it be a force for good in the world. Self-acceptance is one of the most profound and transformative gifts you can give yourself. It is the practice of embracing who you are as you are without judgment or the constant pressure to change. When you cultivate self-acceptance, you unlock a powerful source of inspiration not only for yourself, but also for those around you. It creates a ripple effect, empowering others to embrace their own journeys and live authentically. At its core, self-acceptance is about acknowledging your worth. It means recognizing that you are enough, regardless of your imperfections, past mistakes, or unmet goals. Many people spend their lives striving for an ideal version of themselves, believing they will only be worthy once they achieve a certain standard. But self-acceptance doesn't wait for perfection, it thrives in the present moment. It invites you to see yourself clearly with all your strengths and weaknesses and to love yourself unconditionally. One of the most inspiring aspects of self-acceptance is the way it fosters authenticity. When you accept yourself, you no longer feel the need to wear a mask or pretend to be someone you're not. You begin to live in alignment with your true values and desires rather than chasing external validation. This authenticity is magnetic. People are drawn to those who are unapologetically themselves because it reminds them of their own potential to live truthfully. By embracing who you are, you give others permission to do the same. Self-acceptance also liberates you from the weight of comparison. In a world that constantly highlights what others have or achieve, it's easy to feel inadequate. But when you accept yourself, you stop measuring your worth against someone else's accomplishments or qualities. You realize that your journey is unique and that comparing it to others diminishes its value. This shift in perspective not only brings peace, but also allows you to focus on your own growth and fulfillment. Inspiration through self-acceptance is particularly powerful because it is rooted in resilience. Accepting yourself means acknowledging not just your successes, but also your struggles and failures. It's about seeing these challenges as part of your story, rather than as reasons to feel shame. When you embrace your flaws and learn from your mistakes, you show others that growth is possible, and that worthiness is not contingent on perfection. Your ability to rise after falling becomes a source of hope for those who may be facing similar obstacles. Self-acceptance also fosters gratitude, which can be profoundly inspiring. When you accept yourself, you start to appreciate the unique qualities and experiences that make you who you are. This gratitude extends to your life as a whole, helping you to see beauty in your journey and in the world around you. Gratitude, when shared, is contagious. Your appreciation for life can encourage others to find joy in their own circumstances and to cherish the moments that matter most. Practicing self-acceptance doesn't mean settling for stagnation. It doesn't mean you stop striving to grow or improve. Instead, it creates a foundation of self-compassion that supports healthy change. When you accept yourself, you approach growth with kindness rather than criticism. You set goals because they align with your values, not because you feel you need to prove your worth. This positive approach to self-improvement can inspire others to pursue their own growth with confidence and self-love. Perhaps the most transformative aspect of self-acceptance is its ability to create connection. When you embrace who you are, you open the door to deeper relationships with others. Vulnerability becomes a strength, allowing you to share your true self without fear. This authenticity fosters trust and encourages meaningful interactions. By showing up as your whole self, you inspire others to do the same, creating a culture of acceptance and understanding. In a world that often pressures people to conform, self-acceptance is a radical act of love and courage. It is a declaration that you are worthy just as you are, and that your unique journey has value. When you accept yourself, you not only transform your own life, but also inspire others to embrace their authenticity, resilience, and potential. Self-acceptance is not just a gift to yourself, it's a gift to everyone who has the privilege of witnessing your journey.